to go in the national final, and they're standing on the fence here watching the concluding stages. Anthony Bear, first time, wins the Australian final. Fireworks on the infield. Second place to Brad McClure.
Ash Media's coverage of the Australian Street Stock title is proudly brought to you by Speedway Sedans Australia.
Thanks very much, Brett. Here we go. Heat 16. Away. Not sure how far we'll go under green there. It was a higgledy-piggledy old start. The green lights remain on though. Proves I can't pick them. It's Matthew Templar out in front as they come out of turn 4 to complete the first lap. Herbert in second place. Up there also is Matt Nelson, Robbie Foe and Hayden Norman. So move out of turn 2, Templar the leader. Oh, it's a helter-skelter race at the moment. The lead 6 cars are not separated by much. Out comes the inquiry flag, and it's Templar, Herbert, Foe, Nelson, also there Hayden Norman, and the 32 car of Gartner. That's Steve Gartner as they go down the back straight once again. Matt Templar from Tasmania out in front from Herbert. Third place is Robbie Foe, then Matt Nelson, Hayden Norman and Steve Gartner. Down the main straight they go once again. That's the lead 6. They're clear of Troy Polly in 7th, Eugene Bennett, Nathan Dunn, Ben Riley and Graham Miller. Out of turn 4 they come again, going clockwise. Matt Templar just in front. On the outside, Peter Herbert. Robbie Foe, a 2 times champion, takes them both on in one foul swoop and hits the front. Can Templar fight back on the outside? He does, but not good enough. And now Peter Herbert from Western Australia comes underneath, gives Robbie Foe a tap, and Herbert's underneath at Templar. Right there with him is Nelson. 5th place is that of Hayden Norman. Back then to the 32 car of Steve Gartner. Down the back straight once again. Robbie Foe skips away. Back to Templar. Herbert. 4th place Nelson. Then Hayden Norman. Peter Herbert gets the inquiry flag. That flag's going to be worn out by the end of the weekend, let alone tonight. Robbie Foe out in front. 2nd place Matt Templar. Peter Herbert in 3rd. Out of turn 4. Nelson, Norman and Gartner the first 6. This misty light rain continues to fall. Out in front it's Robbie Foe. Driving away from the opposition. A 17.319. Hayden Norman goes underneath of Nelson into 4th place. So it's a Victorian leading a Tasmanian, a pair of West Australians, as now the 161 car of Matt Nelson comes back underneath a Hayden Norman. Back there in 6th place is Steve Gartner, but Robbie Foe leads with 3 laps to go. 2nd place, 188 Matt Templar. Herbert. Nelson back underneath a Hayden Norman. Norman and Nelson side by side. Down the back straight once again. Not much separating them. 2 laps to go. Robbie Foe clear. Side by side is Matt Templar and Peter Herbert. Herbert goes into 2nd place. Templar fights back on the outside. Back to Nelson, Norman, and on the outside of Norman now goes Steve Gartner. Out of 3 and 4, 1 to go. Robbie Foe the leader. 2nd place, oh, the back right wheel, look at this. Peter Herbert snapped an axle, I suggest. He's going to be out of the race, he can't go anywhere. He's stranded down in turn 4. The yellow lights have had to come on. I'm pretty sure Peter Herbert has snapped an axle in car number 144. They're on the last lap, but they'll do it again. Hayden Norman is also out. Start coming up. Back underway. Robbie Foe a mile out in front of the lap car. Was well off the pace on the restart. They've got around him now Templar, Nelson and Gartner. They come up for the white flag. 1 to go. Foe, Nelson, back then to Templar, Gartner, and that's probably the way they're going to finish in Heat 16. Robbie Foe, a 2 times winner in the Australian title, Second home, Matt Nelson for Matt Templar. Steve Gardner, Eugene Bennett, Ben Riley, Troy Polly, Nathan Dunn and Graham Miller. No time for the race due to the stoppage. The margin was 1.796. The fast lap was by Robbie Foe, 17.319.
All right, we're down here with Robbie Foe. 2 wins from 2. Mate, cruise along nicely at the moment. And a little bit of rainfall. Can you feel that out there?
Yeah, you can when you get down on the bottom, but it actually made it a little bit easier to drive on the bottom. A little bit wet. I sort of, knowing there was the 2 laps to go, I thought I'd just get in the middle and then come off low. Like this thing's a bit of a handful through the holes in the middle, but it is when you're on a nice part of track. It's really good, and it's hooking up really good. Just want a big shout out to Squiggles. He's got this thing happening, and obviously he's got berries happening as well. Yeah, and just all my crew. The boys are working hard on this at the moment, and yeah, two wins is good.
Exactly. Lots of confidence for your third heat later on. Congratulations again.
Yeah, thanks. We start down the back in the next one, so yeah, we'll just try our best. Thanks.
Well done, Robbie Foe. 2 wins from 2 and a 2-time national champion.